I'm Kay Stice. I've been a business school professor for 35 years and have taught at business schools all around the world. You can learn more about me and about my brother, Jim, at our website, sticelearning.com. If you learned something interesting in this current event video, please remember to like it and subscribe to our channel. On Friday, June 4th, 2021, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, announced the removal of William Duhnke as chairperson of the PCAOB. Mr. Duhnke's dismissal was sought by several U.S. senators, and his removal was opposed by 2 of the 5 SEC commissioners. The PCAOB suddenly became yet another battleground between the Democratic and Republican parties in Washington. So what is the PCAOB? Well, the landmark Financial Reporting System Reform Bill, the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002, created the Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, the PCAOB. By the way, people who say this a lot usually just leave the A silent, so it sounds like they're saying PCOB. Now, in the wake of the accounting scandals, such as Enron and WorldCom, there was big concern about whether external audits were reliable. So, Sarbanes-Oxley created the PCAOB, which can be thought of as an auditor watchdog agency. Now, technically, the PCAOB is a private, non-governmental group. However, it is supervised by the SEC, which is a government agency. For example, the PCAOB members are appointed by the SEC, and the SEC approves the formal actions taken by the PCAOB. Okay, fine, but what does the PCAOB do? Well, for starters, the PCAOB registers all public accounting firms that provide audits for public companies. Think of this as a certification or license necessary to conduct an external audit in the United States. The PCAOB also sets standards for audits and for auditors, and these standards have teeth. Yes, the PCAOB is a private group, so these are not governmental standards, but the SEC is watching carefully. You could think of the PCAOB standards as being the U.S. government standards for external audits and for the performance of external auditors. Now again, remember that the whole purpose of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act was to restore public confidence in the financial reporting system in the United States. Stricter standards for audits are part of that. In addition to setting audit standards, the PCAOB also does inspections of audits. In essence, the PCAOB audits the auditors. Now, I was talking to an auditor not long ago. They said, quote, "These PCAOB audits can get kind of tense. They are there to find any mistakes that you have made," close quote. My sense is that there is no love lost between the frontline practicing auditors and the PCAOB inspectors. Well, that's good. That tells us that the PCAOB inspectors are asking blunt questions and conducting tough inspections. And finally, if a routine audit inspection causes the PCAOB to suspect that something has gone wrong with a certain audit firm or with a certain audit, the PCAOB can conduct an in-depth investigation. Now, the PCAOB does not have legal authority to put anybody in prison, but they do have the authority to conduct these detailed investigations and pass their findings on to someone who can put people in prison, such as investigators at the Justice Department. The PCAOB is a private body overseen by the SEC and empowered to certify audit firms, set audit standards, routinely inspect audits, and investigate an audit in detail if they suspect substandard performance. The PCAOB audits the auditors. And now it appears that some people in Washington think that the PCAOB should be doing its job differently. I hope you enjoyed this current event. Please remember to like this video, share it with a friend who needs to understand what you and I now know, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.